Yes. Today we are breaking down how the prison system targeted Black America. This is a very deep conversation that is not only personal, but deeply troubling. See, from juvenile to main yard, this old man has seen it all. By 20, I was in and out of the prison system 3 different times, and so quick that my mama gave up on me. Yes, so very quick. Now let me tell you how I got out. Not physically, mentally, because the physical door opened plenty of times, but my mind was still trapped. It wasn't until my 3rd bid that it hit me. I looked around that yard. Same faces, same stories, same pain. Generation after generation of Black men feeding this machine. And I said to myself, if I don't break this, my son gonna sit right where I'm sitting. That was my breaking point. I wasn't ready to be free, but I was tired of being broken. If you watch till the end, I will show you how you can help solve this problem for the next generation. Please hit that subscribe button because we got more truth to teach, more cycles to break, and more freedom to build. Now let's address the reality of Black men and the prison system in America, and how we got here. The root of broken Black men and the unending cycle of the dark, twisted prison system. Let's start from where it all began and how the prison system targeted Black America. You know who it is. Graffiti Joe, old man, bus driver. If you don't know me, please watch episode 1, where it all started for me. And today, we not talking about theory, we talking about reality. Because if we don't face the prison system honestly, we can't fix nothing else. See, prisons didn't just show up out of nowhere. This was engineered. Let's rewind. After slavery was abolished in 1865, America had a problem. No more free labor. No more bodies picking cotton for free. So what did they do? They created the Black Codes, a set of laws designed to criminalize Black people for minor offenses. Things like loitering, not having proof of employment, speaking too loud, vagrancy. That way, you could arrest Black folks, sentence them, and lease them back to the plantations as convict labor. In other words, slavery by another name. By 1890, the convict leasing system had exploded across the South, feeding both state profits and private industries. Let me give you some numbers. In states like Alabama, convict leasing provided 73% of the entire state revenue in the late 1800s. Translation? They were making money locking us up. Now fast forward. In the 1970s, Nixon declared the war on drugs. By the 1980s, Ronald Reagan expanded it. The so-called war didn't hit all Americans the same. Crack cocaine became the perfect excuse to invade Black communities, while white neighborhoods largely got a pass. Here's where the data hits hard. In 1986, the Anti-Drug Abuse Act introduced a 100-to-1 sentencing disparity between crack and powder cocaine. That meant 5 grams of crack equals 5 years in prison, but you needed 500 grams of powder cocaine to get the same sentence. Since crack was more prevalent in poor Black communities, and powder was more common among white users, you already know who filled up the jails. By the early 2000s, over 60% of people imprisoned for drug offenses were Black or Latino. Even though Black people and white people used drugs at nearly the same rate, according to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. You feel me? They didn't just punish crime, they targeted us. Now you see where all this is going, and the effect of this problem, and the rate at which the prison system is destroying Black families. Now let's talk about the collateral damage. It's not just about the people who went to prison. It's about the families left behind. According to the Sentencing Project, 1 in 3 Black men born today can expect to be incarcerated at some point in their lifetime if current trends continue. Black men are 6 times more likely to be incarcerated than white men. Black women are imprisoned at twice the rate of white women. Now picture what that means. Mothers raising kids alone. children growing up without fathers, grandparents stepping in to raise whole families, entire communities missing fathers, uncles, brothers, husbands, and when brothers finally come home, they struggle to find jobs, struggle to get housing, struggle to vote because many lose that right as felons, struggle with trauma, depression, and anger nobody taught them how to handle. You want to know why black wealth lags? Because we keep losing prime working years to prison. Every brother locked up is income lost, businesses not built, and families destabilized. Let's get real about money. The average income for black men drops by 52% after incarceration, according to research from the Pew Charitable Trusts. And let's not forget how prison becomes a business. Private prisons profit from full beds. Companies use prison labor for cheap. Corporations literally write contracts, guaranteeing occupancy rates to stay profitable. This ain't just about justice. This is big business. According to a 2022 ACLU report, the private prison industry alone generates over $5 billion in revenue per year. They are profiting off our pain. Well, we can sit here all day talking about this until we find a way to fix it and how we can either break the chain or the prison pipeline. Now listen, the system is dirty, but sitting around pointing fingers won't fix it. We got to outthink it, outbuild it, and outlast it. Step 1. Prevention starts early. The pipeline starts in school. Black boys are suspended at 3 times the rate of white boys, starting in elementary school, according to the Department of Education. We need more black male teachers, more mental health counselors in schools, less police, more mentorship. Early intervention when kids struggle, not expulsion. Step 2. Fight for policy change. We need to end mandatory minimum sentences, end sentencing disparities between drugs, push for restorative justice programs, restore voting rights for returning citizens. Step 3. Support returning citizens. We need job training programs, re-entry services, counseling and therapy, business loans and grants for those trying to build a second chance. Step 4. Build alternative paths. Not every black boy needs to be an athlete or entertainer. We need to expose kids early to trades, technology, entrepreneurship, financial literacy, creative industries, because the more doors you open, the fewer doors they break into. Step 5. Rebuild the family structure. We need strong black families that keep boys grounded, protected, and accountable before the streets do it for them. Because the truth is, the system was designed to lock us up, but we don't have to stay locked in mentally. I'm Graffiti Joe, old man, bus driver, and today, prison abolitionist, because I've seen too many young kings ride my bus straight from school to the streets, to the grave or the cell. We can't lose another generation to cages. If you're serious about breaking the prison pipeline, drop it in the comments right now. We are breaking the pipeline. And if you're ready for more truth, hit that subscribe button. Because we not here to complain, we here to build solutions. Let's build.